Yeah, let's go. Good morning, people. Good morning. Let's see if I have everything in here. I'm gonna ping Discord. There we. Who am I trying to ping? What? Okay, instead of trying to ping those with the stream ping role, I tried to ping someone named Ping Ping. That would have worked as well, probably not just as well, I guess. Yo, good morning, how are you people? How are you? Hey Aldi, hey Furby. Hey ho Danas. Little afraid? Good morning Ziri, how did you sleep? Jirobot, hey, Subedai, yo. So, a little different time for a stream again. Ta-da. Also, is the music too quiet? I have to ask it every time because every single time the music levels are different. Well, this song is quite quiet, I guess. Let's try this one. Down, hello, welcome everybody. How are you guys doing? How is your Friday starting up, or Thursday late evening, I suppose, right? Okay, so a little bit context before we starting, I suppose. So this is my alt account that I wanted to previously go with like a pure poison variation for this, and I wanted to grind this a little bit, so I figured out, hey, we can do this together. I can do this with you guys because I have to grind this and try to get some stuff for this anyway. I would not recommend this over the lightning build. I would not recommend this over the lightning build. The lightning build in early game is just ridiculously strong. This works, you will see this works, and well, there's a lot of things that early game works. Things that I wanted to do first was I wanted to make this a full poison build without town archers. So I wanted to make this with only heroes, a full poison build, to compare it with a full lightning build. So I had Succubus, I had Sarah, Voodoo, and then I had Slingers as my 4th damage dealer because, well, poison kinda lacks 4th damage dealers, right? There's not really great options, like Flying Orcs are not really a great option, and what else? So I tried Slingers, and I can say it struggled. It struggled a lot more than Lightning, for example. So I decided I will yield and I will take Town Archers in for this build. So make it a Poison Town Archer build for this early game, man. As you can see, because the cooldowns are very high on Pure Wizard and Narc Necromancer, that was a horrible wave. So the plan is to get Town Archers to level 10,000, and by the time I get there, I will just kind of figure out what I will do from there. But anyway, I feel Pure Lightning is still the stronger one for you to go. Doing good? That sounds great. I hope you are all doing great. I hope you are all having a wonderful weekend ahead. I hope I will as well. Early today, missed the last stream. I'm glad you were able to join today. I tried, again, this a little different timing so that other people from different time zones might be able to also join, and also because I had some time during the morning. So I'm gonna do one more wave and then we are gonna be checking what stuff we will be doing. I will show the results as well if you wanna see. So right now the main damage dealers are Succubus, Town Archers, Sarah, and Voodoo. I didn't sleep that well, went a bit late to sleep, because PUBG grind never ends. Okay, I see. I had to wake up very early. That's a harsh combination. I've been there. I think we've all been there. Cats were very wild. Yeah, they don't really appreciate. They don't honor the fact that you have to get up early, right? Okay, so yeah, Voodoo is here because of the whole idea of going full poison. Like, if you were going with a lightning poison variation, then like shoes, for example, is much better option. I don't have the lightning tree, of course, because I start with the poison. So the options are a bit limited in that regards. So the plan is to grind this account a little bit. I'm gonna try to get some items. I have very few set basic items, so some sin grinding, need to do some colonies, need to do some waves as well. So that is the main plan of the day. So the full poison setup is what I'm having right now. We are at 15,000 waves, so it's not the wave 1 account. I've been playing this for a little while, but it's still in the early game. So I have the succubus nodes over here. And then I have, these are the voodoo nodes, so kinda makes voodoo also able to hit flying monsters. Especially if I didn't run Town Archers, this was super needed. Right now maybe could be left out, I don't know. But otherwise just the poison nodes, and also I have the staff node now for succubus. I just need to get a proper staff so that I can actually get value out of this node. And the next goal is to go up and get the Town Archer section so that I can get an S items for the Town Archers. And then we will go to the physical tree to get the strafe node for Sarah. And at that point probably we'll also start using Bowmaster as well instead of Dark Hunter probably, so we can also boost Sarah's attack speed a little bit more. Right now Sarah is only getting a 150% attack speed increase. She would be getting more if I were using Bowmaster Dark Lightning Archer, so that's definitely something we want to improve at some point. The treasures are currently like this. They should be like this. So, colony boosting treasures with Devil Horn and free auto battle with Worthless Coin. And here are some of the results. I'm not just really pulling their weight in the early game right now. They are by far the highest level units, because they are also a little bit cheaper per individual level compared to other units. Against bosses, it kind of varies. It depends so much about the cooldown, because the cooldowns, Succubus is not great with high Purified cooldown, because you want to have her ability up and running, and you don't really have that in early game, so that's why her damage is all over the place. Like in here you can see 70% of the boss damage done by Succubus, which is absolutely bonkers. And in here 16% boss damage done by Succubus. And can we get another one? In here it's again 16%, so it really varies a lot. And here again 77%, so the damage is all over the place. And once it happens correctly, then she will just destroy everything. Yeah, Bowmaster instead of Paladin. Yeah, I could also test that at some point. I'm trying to keep up with your comments. Let's see. 4 AM? I appreciate the dedication to wake up at this hour. Yeah, Vian, I would go from lightning to lightning poison if you are around like over 1 million, maybe 2 million waves in. Before that, I would just go with full lightning, to be honest. Hey Sophia, hello, welcome. How are you doing? How to gamble? You just type in ! gamble, and you can use all, or you can use a different, like a set amount. Does it not work? Some needed coffee, indeed. I think I have the same cup that I had in the last stream. How many days is it okay to use the same cup before washing it? 3 days? That should be fine, right? I would recommend the lightning build. The lightning builds are in the description, by the way. Yeah, also, if you're very new to the channel, you might not have any channel points yet. In that case, you probably cannot gamble yet, so you have to chat a little bit and you will get some points, and then you can start gambling. It should work, though. Eho Junin, sorry, I don't understand. Is there any way you can translate that in English? Asking the same question every time. I mean, it's not like wearing the same underwear for 3 days, so it should be fine, right? I use blue stacks to play, so our plan right now, we need to complete a couple of these to boost our Town Archer's damage a little bit more, because initially I did not want to use Town Archers, kinda, so I kinda just ignored the second world, but now that I actually started using them, I suppose we also have to, like, level these a little bit. We'll try to do a little bit of Infinite Colony as well, and definitely try to do a little bit Sin. I've killed Sin a couple of times on this account, but we need some items for this build for sure. Also, we need the Uni Guild, because right now I'm using Hero Guild and the Archer Guild, and since I'm using Town Archers, unlike in my main account, we also have to get the boost for both, so we will try to get the Uni Guild, which costs 200 crystals. So I have 3 strange boxes, I think, on this account. We will try to see if we can get some orange crystals from there, so that we can have enough to buy the Uni Guild. That would allow me to use the bar building to boost Slingers and Paladins. So we'll see. I swear, if I get a DC IQ staff for the first E item on this account, well, I guess I'm pure poison then. In how many waves is that build good? I mean, this build runs from the very early game, so you can use it from the beginning, and basically you can use it forever. It's just not gonna be as great as Full Lightning. But I've been using this since, like, for the past 14,000 waves or so, and it's okay. The first level of Devil Horn. Octavia, good night. Appreciate it. Have a great weekend. Oh, greetings to Brazil, I hope. Greetings to Brazil. If you drink only the same drink from the 3 days, it's good after that, I would push it. Okay, yeah, it's just coffee. I don't even use any milk or anything, so yeah. Question. We have an option to use an interface like this. Are you watching this on PC or on phone? Like, I would like to get some feedback from both options if possible. Like, are the games too small right now? What do you see on screen? Do you want to see this kind of a window, or do you want to see the alt account on full screen? So, because I'm fine with whichever. It's really up to you which one you feel is the better. Providing my PC can handle both of these. Probably a little bit more lucky having both of these up and running, but yeah, as long as we win, that shouldn't be an issue. Looks good on PC. I prefer full screen. Okay, so we have one for and one against. Shock 7, I would recommend the Lightning build. I will link the Lightning builds in the playlist in the chat right now for you. Hey, Zach. Oh, split screen. That might be quite harsh. Okay, the chat is probably the chat box. I don't think you want to see this one. Maybe I will make it a little bit smaller like this. Okay, so first thing, we need to land the 20 crystals once, or the 10 crystals twice, so that we can get the Uni Guild today. So we have 3 tries. Let's see how this will go. The first one, that's a fail. Little afraid, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. First try. First try. Okay. But we need to get white crystals, so can we get just the 20 again so we don't have to get the white crystals? Okay, we cannot. Fine. I'll take it nevertheless. Nevertheless, let's save so that we can have these oranges. So now we just have to get to 99 white crystals and then we can get the Uni Guild. But I suppose we can do some stuff before that. How many PC do you have? I have 1 PC. Only 1. I don't have like a separate stream PC or anything. I'm trying to skip a little bit waves because it's the new season. Well, okay. And usually during the new season, you kind of push in the beginning. At least that's what I've been trying to do. I might use some time out of battle in the beginning of the new season to get some gold in, and then I'm just gonna tend to get more farming and streaming and stuff like that in for the later parts. I don't have a separate build set up for anything else, so I would not recommend doing this. You should set up different decks for different game modes, but let's go like this, I suppose. I'm just gonna be lazy today, so let's try a +5 skip on this first. Can I use... Let's see how this goes. Hey Jeffrey, welcome, how are you doing? Okay, that was pretty easy. Let's do another one. So in early game, +5s are fine. On my main account, I tend to do +20s always, and nothing else. But in early game, you won't be winning very many of these every day, so +5 is fine. So we're probably going to be winning this one, and then maybe the next one. And then it's done. Good luck with your farming, Furby. Try to get some CDEs, okay? Five PCs, that's crazy. Hey, Cream Soda. Let's see if we can win third one. I could also, at this point, like, manual play these. It's not a big deal, because you maybe can do, like, 1 skip per day. So if you do it manually, it will take you, like, 2 minutes of your time. Blah. In later game, on my main account, for example, I just use, of course, I use time out of battle for the infinite colonies as well. I'm trying to wake up. Damn, I might need more coffee. So this build is using the first level of Devil Horn, and it might be able to win 1 or 2, like on the Devil Horn +2 as well. I would not go for that in early game, for sure. Because to get that constantly running, in early game you will have so much inflated ratios that you probably can win some battles here and there. But to be able to do that constantly, you will need lower cooldown pure wizard, and you won't have that in early game. So I would just stick, even if you can temporarily win. I mean, of course, it's up to you if you wanna do it. But I would just keep on using the first level of Devil Horn so that you can keep on riding those inflated races for a longer period of time, having easier time during that. This will be quite tough one to win, I suppose. This will be the last skip of this, but yeah, we are boosting the infinite colony ratio quite a lot. At this point of the game, you don't really even have to worry about infinite colony yet, because the first colony world will just keep on carrying you. We might actually lose this. Oh no, we got 1 healing. Ooh. Good. So actually we will be winning this. What made you start an alt poison build? So now we have a little bit less than 3x ratio, but that's fine at this point. I just wanted to start this because why not? Like, I'm waiting for the next update, I'm waiting for a beta. It's nowhere to be seen, so we need to occupy ourselves with something, right? Here's the battle results. You could also use the cannons, the town cannons, instead of town archers. You should test, if you use them, which one works better for you in colonies. Especially later on, once you get like lower pure wizard, I think the cannons should be better. At this point, pure town archers might just be better because of the 100% haste buff uptime, combined with the town archer haste and the dark hunter haste, because the cannons doesn't have that haste buff. But cannons do great damage, like against colonies, because they have bonus damage to enemy castle, and they do also splash damage that can help you take care of the enemies as well. So this fire-based cannon can work quite well. The lightning cannon is just absolutely garbage. Never use the lightning cannon unless it gets some sort of a boost. Timeless. I recommend 100%. Super fun. Super fun. Super duper fun. Okay, we need to grind. I suppose we will grind a bit of these so that we can get even more damage for our Townhouses, right? And this is kind of the boring kind of a grind. So, as you can see, the build is basically, well, in this case, it's exactly the same as I use in my waving. But if you're trying to wonder what kind of a build you should use for the second world, for example, just use the same heroes that you use in your waving. Just change the treasures so that you can use. So in here we have Power Glove and Sharp Arrow to boost the offense, like boost the attack power of heroes, and the Web and Uni Guild to boost our defense so that we can tank enemies enough. I could probably switch Smith to Stoss. It's probably better in colonies. So that should be one change you can do. But you can also try Smith as well. For sure. Are we on 60 crystals? I don't think my main is on 60. Someone tell me when my main is on 60 crystals. So that I can do some skips. Yes, Gilbert, lightning. I would definitely recommend lightning. What do you... George, can you get live ice build, please? Maybe at some point. Right now I'm trying to grind this one and get this up and running. We'll see what happens in the future. But ice also won't be as effective as lightning. Like right now we are kind of zooming through these colonies because we are over-leveled. Compared to these colony worlds, so like we probably can clear the whole world. We should be able to clear the whole world at this point. But for example, I think that clearing the first world completely took a little bit longer on this build than with the pure lightning. So also the lightning build is just easier to run in that case as well. Yeah, fire would also need some kind of balance as well. Let's hope we get something great in the next update. When we eventually maybe get an update. Good night, Sacked. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you sleep well, in case you're still here. Ducky, no. Poison build is not better. I would go with lightning. I kind of wish I had, like, started 2 accounts at the same time, one with full lightning, one with full poison, and like properly compare them. But from my own experience, I can say you will have easier time with lightning. How are you not bored of playing Crown Castle? I suppose, or do you ask why I'm bored? Do I look bored? I mean, I don't really play it that much every day. It's mostly running on AFK, so. As long as I don't spend like 5 hours every day playing the game, I won't get bored to it. Thank you, Little Afraid. Thank you, appreciate it. Glad to have you here. What is your favorite element in the game? Chat. Everyone. Tell me, what is, like, if every element was equal, and not just lightning would be the best, what is your favorite? I think there's someone who would like ice to be the dominant. Poison? Honestly, for me, that's a hard question to answer. I'm not even sure which one I would like the most. Probably not poison, though. In terms of, like, I don't know. Not physical. I think I would probably be ice or fire. Or ice and fire kind of a user if every build was equal. Ice would be nice. Ice would be giants. Of course, there's the giants. I mean, giants... Yeah, What is your favorite element? My favorite element is giants, alrighty. Understandable. Yeah, fire builds, so like visually based, probably fire would be nice. Well, I guess we could get some visual updates to some skills as well at that point, probably, because some units do have kind of cool visuals in this game. Like, for example, I think the poison, like the voodoo area poison, like this poison cloud is huge. I think it's pretty nice, like visually appealing. Doesn't really seem to instantly kill anything, but otherwise I do like it. So I wish we could more stuff like that as well. Not too much, because otherwise it would be too cluttered, for sure. Yeah. Oh, that's already completed. There we go. So as you can see, I don't really even have to do much care about. I just catch stuff. Max stone? Do you mean the stone hero? Or what do you mean by stone, Little Afraid? If you use, like, in Lightning build, the stone hero maxes out level 21, and it's extremely great to boost your Thunder Towers. Yeah, okay. So yeah, in Lightning build, it's really beneficial for you to have stone, because you can have more Thunder Towers, and Thunder Towers are just cracked in early game. So they just kind of, in Lightning build, they just kind of carry you in early game. So stone is really great in there. In other builds, it's not that much needed, because there's not other really great towers for damage. None of the towers will be great for damage in later game, but in early game, the Thunder Towers, because of the Chain Lightnings, can be really nice. But no other tower is really great for dealing a lot of damage. I mean, you can use it to get 3 worms, so you can get more MP, but that also shouldn't really be necessary in most cases, unless you are like Hamsi or someone very special case. But if you're using lightning, I would use stone. That was a very long explanation. Wow. If only they can hold items, like giants have swords or different item looks for, or visual looks. Yeah, that would be cool. Also, the other day we were in Discord discussing about skins. Would you like to have skins? Like, if you were able to get skins for your heroes, for example, on the castle, or for the summons, in a way that you can get skins for your town archers, basically, in the game. Would you pay for those? Would you buy skins with real money if this game allowed that? What is your take on that? What you'd go for, bonus gold E or cooldown E? In most cases, cooldown. Because it's just, the more you stack those, the better you build basically will instantly become. You probably can fit in a couple of bonus gold as well for a small gold boost. But in general, in terms of effectiveness and you build strength, you just want to go for cooldowns. Sagaba skin would be the best seller. I'm sure. Like, I'm sure. Yeah. I kind of wish, like, I don't know if I would like to pay money for skins, but I guess some skins could be nice. I mean, as long as that wouldn't be the only update we are getting, I'm fine with getting more skins. I don't usually really care too much about skins in games, but I guess it could be nice. What do you want me to check, Furby? Suddenly lose if I don't pay attention to this. So it's getting a little bit tougher to do them. Can we beat the hardest? Okay, let's go straight to the deep end. So plus 30,000. So the last hell town. Oh, 60 crystals. Never mind. It's time to skip. Thank you. Thank you. Then we will go with 30,000. I also did a new personal best in Hell mode this season, so it's kind of nice. I still hate Hell mode from the bottom of my heart, but I did get a great new personal best for Town Archer Hell mode. For those who didn't see it here, it is almost 1 trillion, getting so close, like so close to 1 trillion. I would love to be there on par with OC. Yeah, I'm satisfied. This should yield me a lot of red crystals for this season. I'm sure of that. Let's do another skip. There we go. And then we can go back to the other game. Oh, Winnie, is Winnie here? Congratulations, that's a great item. Let's go. I like to get 1 million waves because I'm 2k waves in Crow Castle. You'll get there eventually. It will take a while, for sure, but you'll get there eventually. Just keep on going, my friend. Keep up the grind. Okay, so now I suppose we have to actually concentrate a little bit this time. We will also have to heal for sure. Let's heal. Okay, I'm playing this like an idiot, but we should be winning quite easily, nevertheless. Okay, I guess we don't even have to use Altar. Easy. First try. So that means we can easily beat all of them. But these are super boring, so let's beat like 5 more and then we can do something else. Well, is this build for colonies only? I use the same build for waving, I just change the treasures. Like, there's small things you probably could change in terms of making this a more colony-friendly build. For example, getting Blue Defender in would allow you to tank a lot more hits, if necessary. But I'm doing a little bit of lazy mode right now, because this is my just an alt account. Just a fun account, so I've been super lazy setting this up. Gilbert, have a great weekend. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by. There's these couple of sneaky ones in there behind the icons. I hate these. Let's finish these ones. I'm stuck near around 30,000 full lightning build. I'm struggling to get the goal to go further. I'm just stuck AFKing. In that case, assuming you have everything set up just in the way in the build, if you're following the build video, for example, it's most likely just about your items at that point. So just try to struggle a little bit longer so you can start killing the Legendary Dragon. And once you do so, you will start getting so much stronger. Like, and if you're trying to use anything higher than the first level of Devil Horn, just go to the first level of Devil Horn. You can even do single waves for a momentarily if you really feel like that. Progression becomes just easier the better items you get. Hey Tenalp, What up? Ice mates, I did answer the new question. This current build is for colonies, but I use the exactly same setup currently for waves as well. I just changed the stressors. Laku is my best fan ever in my life. Not just a fan, I'm just a full air conditioner. Okay, one more. One more. Oh yeah, any support heroes basically in your builds. When you start, if you're in early game and starting out, just focus your gold on your main damage dealers and your castle. So in this case, for example, I will just focus my gold on Town Archers, Succubus, Sarah, Voodoo, and the castle. And nothing else really needs to be leveled. They don't need to be doing anything else than giving some crowd control. So just save your gold and use it for those units that deal damage instead. Yeah, sure, other units can do damage as well, but it's next to nothing compared to the gold invested in. So just try to avoid that. And for example, for the question why I don't level or promote the Ice Wizard, I could promote the Ice Wizard to the Dark Ice Wizard promotion, sure. There's no harm in there. The only difference though between the second promotion and the third promotion, the only difference is that this promotion will give you Elemental Fusion, which will give your other mage type heroes damage 125%. And we have 0 different mages in the build, so that will do absolutely nothing. So it doesn't make any difference whichever promotion you use. So it's up to you. If you like the visual outlook of this promotion better, you can use this one. If you like the visual outlook of the other promotion better, you can use that one. Do we wanna grind for the Uni Guild or do we wanna get the Can we do like, okay, let's see. I don't have the black pearl, so can we do like this? Without Sarah, that's kind of a lot of DPS loss, but let's see. Yeah, Ice Wizard doesn't need any levels, Giant Ogre doesn't need any levels, Paladins doesn't need any levels in your early game, Slingers don't need any levels in your early game. Dark Skeleton and Dark Hunter in this build are the boosted Town Archers, they just need to be level 31 and no more, so it's very cheap to run them. Yeah, Lightning build kind of struggles in Infinite Colonies, Invos, Castle, that's true. But it's just so much more convenient in everywhere else. What is your wave level currently? Like if you are in early game, you could probably just invest in Town Archers until they are level 10,000 and just try use the Town Cannons to boost your Infinite Colony a little bit. That could work for you. Ice Mage, you already asked that 3 times. Okay, 164,000 waves. Well, in that case, it doesn't work that well to get those Town Archers. You might even have them at level 10,000 at this point. But yeah, Infinite Colony is a little bit struggle with full lightning. You just kind of have to focus on your Thor, so that Thor can deal most of the damage most likely for you in Infinite Colony. But it will get a little bit better. Okay, so Infinite Colonies for this account for today, check. Second world, halfway check. So next is some sync grinding. We need some items. We need some items for the heroes. We also have a lot of, not a lot of gold, but some gold, so we can actually level the items if we get anything decent. Let's see if I can get a 3x add to work. The last 2 times I've tried, it just gets stuck on the processing part, so we'll see if it works or not. Hey, Bron! Yeah, no Dog Assassin. Dog Assassin is not a poison hero. I mean, yeah, we could run DA instead of Paladins. Getting the crystals with 3 autopilot is just a pain. How you doing, bro? Yeah, 100k waves is a pretty decent level for, let's say, Dragon. You can do it earlier. You can kill him at like 50,000 waves, perhaps. But if you really want to start like doing a little bit farming, then I would just wait until you are like around 100,000 waves. Maybe like 90,000. It really depends how fast or slow you've been progressing. How much gold you have to use. What is the level of your heroes in the same time? What do you mean in the same time? What heroes and which account? This secondary account or main account? Use Town Archer build and you can do cycle Legend Dragon at like 70k. There you go. Another option. It also comes down to the question like how fast or slow kill are you gonna like tolerate. Of course, the faster the kills are, the more you get, the more benefit, like the more value you get out of that during 1 hour of grinding down. So it's always better to be able to kill the bosses faster. Like if the kills take minutes, it's never gonna be worth it to grind that dragon. What's your bet on the current signer event? I don't really pay too much attention to those, so I don't have an answer, really, sorry. Bone Jester, yeah, that kind of works. Like, if you really wanna grind ads for gold, then you should set up a separate deck that you would use for that purpose. So just add in every single gold boosting stuff you can. And if you can't beat Devil Horn, then use a single wave and beat 1 wave, watch an ad, then switch back to your normal wave build and wait for a couple of minutes and then go back to that gold build, do 1 wave, watch 1 ad. Is it gonna be reasonable to do that? Who can say? The gold will be meaningless anyway at some point, but if you really want to, it's an option. We need 200 crystals, so 94 is enough, right? My super math brain is working. 94 plus 106 equals 200, right? So we will get that, and then I'll get the Uni Guild. And then we will go Sin. My favorite hero is Giants for their the Stone Giants for their goofy outlook. I love them as a visual hero. Hey Josie, how you doing? Welcome. Do you guys have any weekend plans? 4 more crystals. Peaceful is best, I do agree. Chill, peace, and love. What else do you need? Also, anyone new who maybe joined after after I asked and never did anything about it, can you see the games? Are they too small windows for you? It really depends probably if you are using PC or phone. That's a lot of tanking. 3 more. 3 more crystals. Weekend plans, farm. Farm's great. I wish I can farm as well. On main, we'll see. Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend switching to poison either. Like I said, I tried to do this with a full poison. I think Pro maybe also wasn't there when I discussed. I tried to do this without town archers, with the full poison in the early game, and I just kind of had to give up and go with town archers as well, because full poison without town archers in the early game is just ass. There's really no way around it. It was kind of horrible. It's still not really beautiful. Like, you can see it works on the first level of Devil Horn. Of course, I have inflated race because I'm in early game, so I can kind of tank and do stuff like that. But full lightning is just so much easier to run. Hey Mar. Well, technically you can start this at any point, but I would recommend the lightning build instead. Hey Burp. It's a free-to-play. It's a free-to-play account. No 13th, no Golden Horn. I don't really know how long I will be playing this account anyway, so... Okay, now we have enough. Let's go get the ugly Uni Guild. And then we can get Bar, the boost slingers. So now we can get the full boost for both Town Archers and Heroes, and also get the Uni Guild. For slingers about, which is not really super important in the early game. It's just a cool, nice thing to have. Could run something else, like, well, tower if you run a lightning build would be nice. Forts for HP, not really for this purpose, but an option in some cases, I suppose. Sakabas in here is 1600, so she's the highest level. If you don't count Town Archers, she's the highest level hero, and I have... well, we should be having Sarah in here right now, because we don't need any more crystals. Sarah is 1400, and Voodoo is 1100 right now, so those are the levels. I'm gonna switch... What were we supposed to be doing? Sin. So I'm gonna go with the defense stuff. I don't think we need shield for Sin, but let's just pick it because Devil Horn is anyway useless for dragons as well. So we could get Mechanic Giver, I suppose. Okay, let's go like this, so to boost the Town Archers a bit. Okay, let's see if we can pop an ad. So close your eyes, don't watch the ad. I don't want anyone to have to watch ad. And it's a 60 seconds as well, oh my lord. Wow. I can probably do some... Can I cancel? Yes, there we go. Main skips, meanwhile. So let's see if that works. The last 2 times, like I said, when I tried to pop an ad, it just failed. So we probably will fail this time as well. Another CT hammer, nice. Congrats. Any good lies on that? George, thank you for stopping by. See you next time. 25 seconds left. Okay, let's do another skip. Ah. Oh yeah, I also missed you said skip. Thank you, Zuri. Thank you, Furby. How do you guys know the sword words? I mean, it's just... You keep on playing and you eventually just learn them. Okay, so... This happens. Anyone else getting this? I haven't been watching a lot of like free-to-play ads in a while. Josie, there's a list, I suppose, pinned in my Discord channel. The link to join the Discord is in the chat right now. So you should be finding some of those abbreviations. Or is it abbreviation? It's a really hard word in English for me. The shortened words. Yeah, Bamboozle have really, really old videos. Mathip has also quite old videos, so from the people who are actively making videos, Bron would be the highest level in YouTube. Go subscribe to Bron as well. Let's make this game more popular. So this probably doesn't go anywhere. I think we would just have to close the game. That just sucks. Good morning, Chaka. How did you sleep? So, the ad is gone. We don't have 3x. Okay. Fine. Let's go kill some sin anyway. So I'm gonna be setting these to boss. Now we probably want to have Dark Assassin as well. I don't have... screw it. Let me set up hotkey for this so I don't accidentally go to find Bone Dragon, because that would kind of be another funny thing. So let's see. Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. We can change altar, I suppose, to make this faster. With this tier, not enough. Okay, let's... do I have the Altar of Death? Or the Altar of... Yeah, let's go with this, and we should have enough to level this up. Yeah, okay, there we go. Now watch me pull some awesome items, because it's an alt account. Castle right now is 1200 for the 15,000 waves. Wow. I cast all the wrong stuff because I'm used to follow my main account. Okay. You can just keep your castle around like the highest level units you have, and it should be fine. So at this point, just this tier item really won't just cut it. We need A or S items. Like 1000. Well, it depends what your wave level is. Like if you're... or if you start in 1000 waves, I mean... if you start in 1000 waves, your damage deals are probably like level 100 or so. So in that case, you will have your castle at 100 as well. It's just so basically, because we can keep this. I suppose we can just throw it on here for absolutely no upgrades at all. What was I saying? Yeah, so currently my castle is a little bit lower than my highest level units, because Sagabas is 1600 and Sarah is 1400. So my castles could be a little bit higher, but really you have to kind of like just test. If you can get away with the lower level castle, then you can use the gold elsewhere. But if you want to be safe, just make it the same level as your highest level units. I did use the strange key treasure, right? I didn't forget to put that on. Oh yeah, it's there. Okay. So always, if you do dragons, always have this one. Or dungeons. What's with Dark Lightning Mates or something with Chain Lightning do? Isn't he useful with Lightning 3? Hamsi, I mean, kinda. It's just... He's just not as strong as the other options, really. Anything I do outside Crow Castle? In terms of playing other games or doing other stuff in life in general? I don't currently I don't have many other games that I play. I mainly just play some PUBG on PC if I have some time. Or some really random stuff for like 1 hour and then quit. Non-game-wise, I don't really have many hobbies. I go to gym like twice a week just to try keep myself in some sort of a shape. It's not really working very well. My cheeks are really round right now. I should start working out a lot more for sure. Otherwise, I just kind of chill. If I have free time, I watch some series or chill, do some other stuff. Why are we not getting any better tier items? Currently, we are trying to put up do a puzzle, a 1000 piece puzzle with my girlfriend, so it's a work in progress. We started yesterday. Physical gold? Wow, okay. Burak? No. Just, I recommend the lightning. Okay, this one is usable, I suppose. Damage and critical chance. Do I have something in here? I have a poison critical chance in here, so let's just put that on Sarah for now. Not great, not terrible. How about you guys? What kind of other hobbies than Crowcaster do you have? What are you trying to get? Well, funny thing you asked. Basically every single thing. Because this account, I have very like basic items like B tiers and stuff on the dues, so basically everything. I have like... I actually did get single cooldown items for Pure Wizard, so that's okay. But of course we need some double cooldowns as well. VM, thank you very much. Appreciate the support. Cooldown poison bow. Okay, we will get this. I suppose we will give it to Sarah. We can also level it to make the strafe cooldown to be a little bit lower. That's not a bad option at this point. Pretty nice. Rubik's cubing. Drawing. I wish I could draw. Like, at all. Like, I'm terrible. I feel like I'm not really an artistic person. And I wish I were. I wish I could create something, you know? And it wouldn't look absolutely horrible. A single stun chance line? I mean, I suppose we can throw it instead of a knockback on here, but... well, it's technically better than this one. It's not really beneficial to have that on paladins, but okay. Bravo, Stickman. Yeah, Stickman I maybe can manage. Barely. Okay. I can barely do that. Golden stun, no thank you. How long are you gonna stream for? I didn't really have too much of a plan. Maybe a couple of hours. We'll see how this goes. How the grind goes. Welcome back. Welcome back. Skill tree, sir. One moment. It's basically just everything in the poison tree, but I will show. There you go. So in here are the succubus skill nodes. In here are the poison voodoo skill nodes. You could also get the poison darts, but I don't really think they make any kind of a difference in the build. So if you have extra points, sure. But I would rather just refund them than to get to the staff node, for example. Joso, hello, how are you doing? Thank you very much. The game congratulated me for getting 11 million waves by crashing overnight during the night that I got the 11 million. Not the cooldown? Yes, we can keep that. Do I have something? I actually have something in here. We can throw it on Smith. There we go. I didn't really level those yet, so in case we get better ones. And we're also kind of wasting our dark crystals for the altar as well. Queen, what did you ask? You are 1000 waves? That's a nice start. Do you have some question regarding the waves, or what up? What up, my dude? What up? For voodoo nodes, I will have to argue. Go ahead. What is your take, Chaka? Ooh. Cooldown hammer with some damage. We don't really need the damage, but cooldown on hammer, yeah, that one we do need. We need it for Chrono and we need it for Smith. At this point, we need it for... Well, I'm still using the passive Chrono. So I will place it on... Oh, I have 4% in here. Wow, okay. I will place it temporarily in here. That's something. That's a great start. Can't defeat Sin. Are you using lightning build? Or what kind of a build are you using? I do stuff. I do stuff. Let's just go with that. Oh yeah, you were at 1000 waves. Yeah, sure. You're way too early. Furby is right in here. You will wanna get. Okay, you can kill him earlier, but you really wanna get like your damage dealers to level 1000 also. That's my usual recommendation. If you wanna start killing Sin, just get your main dudes to level 1000, and at that point it should be pretty nicely doable. If you use town archers, they can be also higher than that for sure. I do have a lightning build for Sin. It is in... I will link the playlist for you. There's a beginner dragon build. I will link the playlist in the chat. Beginner dragon build in that playlist for you to check. And it's also in the description of this stream. So I would recommend checking it out at some point. But yeah, you will want to level your unit. Congratulations for 11 million waves. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my friend. I hope you are having a good day. Are we at 60 crystals yet? Not yet, I suppose. Hey, Mr. Lunch, what is up? What do I use if I don't have Uni Guild? Then you just kind of, you can use just both. Just ignore the bar building in your early game and just pick the Hero Guild and the Archer Guild. If you're using Town Archers. If you don't use Town Archers, then you just need the Hero Guild. But just before we bought the Uni Guild during this stream, this is not a bad one, I suppose. I had the both. I had the Hero Guild and the Archer Guild to boost both. Flat damage is kind of stupid at this point already. Poison damage is nice. What do I have on Succubus? I have crit chance with knockback. It's basically just the poison line though. Is it worth upgrading an S item just for that? I'm not sure. We'll see if we can get something better. Skip time? Okay, let's go. Yeah, we have to wait this way. Read up. Okay, sorry. Let's put this skip on. Voodoo nodes are good since you can get the air attack, but you are losing quite some time in the duration of the skill. So if you don't need the air damage, you can use Voodoo with only the first node. Okay, that's a fair point. Let's put this terrible cooldown item on Dark Skeleton, so we can keep on double proccing Dark Skeleton. So, I mean, isn't this just a boost? The total damage is the same, but the cloud duration is just minus 0.5 seconds. Is this just a boost for the Voodoo? I mean, this one reduces the damage. It allows you to hit flying monsters. Oh, yeah, I should probably read. First node and the plus uptime for the ability rune. You can have poison chamber, but still. So the first one increases damage. These ones decrease the cloud duration, but the total damage is the same. So these are boosts, right? I mean, you can kind of just save a couple of points if you don't take them. But otherwise, this one decreases damage but give you flying damage. I suppose I will try at some point without the air damage, because now I have down archers. At first I didn't have down archers, so I really needed the air damage. I kind of had no one to kill air monsters for me. Definitely joining an existing guild is a better option. I would recommend checking the Castle Reddit Discord server. There's a channel in there for guild recruitment. You should be able to find a decent guild in there. How long did it take you to go to 11 million waves? A couple of years, I suppose. I went from 600,000 to 11 millions in like 1 year, 11 months. And then on top of that, the time I used to get from 0 to 600,000. If you Google Castle Reddit, you will find the Reddit page, and there you will find the invite link to the Discord server, where you can easily find guilds, for anyone wondering. Damage cooldown. I suppose we can keep this one as well. The ideal is to have an eternal poison cloud and not an poison type +1/. I tried. Poison type +1/. I mean the poison stack. But I mean, isn't the ideal that you want to go for? Because now we have the poison cloud over 2 seconds, and if we get the rune, this will go to 0 seconds. But you will have to have the 2 nodes as well for this to happen, right? Because if I refund these, doesn't it go up? So if you have the rune, then it's not an instant, right? That's the only point. Like, you have to have these ones, these 2 small nodes, if you want to get an instant poison cloud damage, right? Is it okay to reach 10k on Zeus without upgrade other heroes? I would never recommend just upgrading one. Oh, what did I get? Did I get that? Wow, fire, crit chance. Okay, history. You really can't go that far with just one damage dealer. You want to have multiple ones. So that's why usually builds have like 4 or 3 to 5 damage dealers. Gold and crit chance. Why? Why gold? Why not poison? This would be super nice with the poison. Ah! I'm not using voodoo like a poison DA, but like in perma debuff. Is that, like, is there any reason for that, really? So the benefit you will get is like getting the 2% monster defense decrease from the voodoo. I don't really see that can be super useful. Okay, Vian, thanks for stopping by. See you next time. Have a great one. Have a great weekend. Getting so many ads in your stream, do you get paid by YouTube for paying ads? Getting paid is a relative question. Yes, the channel is monetized, and no Crowcastle content doesn't really pay well. But yeah, there's a little bit money involved. There should be assassin in this build. That is true. There should be assassin in this build. More poison stack. I use 1 time plus time rune and 3 poison stack. I mean, for voodoo, if you cast voodoo and you do area damage, you kinda just wanna like kill stuff. I don't suppose you have like 1 second cooldown on voodoo, so you can spam the clouds to stack those poisons. So ideally the 1 poison should be able to deal with the enemies. I just don't see how that could be really beneficial, to be honest. I'm not saying it cannot work, but I'm just saying, just trying to use voodoo as a poison dark assassin basically should be a better option. Oh, true. Yeah. I can put in, especially for this build. Let's put in dark DLA. Why is there fire damage? 10% attack speed though, that's pretty nice. What do I have on Succubus right now? Crit chance and poison. Okay, wow. 10% attack speed or that? What was I doing? Take off paladins and put in... The reason for this is to get this Archer Trio boost for DLA. Let's do a skip on the main. Yeah, for Lightning Poison you need 120 skill points, and I would say even that is quite few skill points. Your skill tree will be very thinned out. Wow, I just basically alt-tapped everything. There's the game, there's the chat. Ah, I'm having those... What do you call it in English? Is it a stomach burn, or... What is the word for when you get like the burning feeling rising up from your stomach towards your throat? What is the word for... In Finnish it's närastus. What is it in English? Heartburn? Heartburn? That sounds serious. It's really heartburn. knockback chance. I guess we can keep this. I'll place this on my slingers. Not for the damage, but for the higher knockback. There we go. Reflux. Yeah, reflux is kind of the condition you have. Yeah, I guess there's a reflux in Finnish as well. So, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, the point is, it sucks, and I'm having it right now. I wonder if it's a coffee. F2 player, hello, welcome, how are you doing? I wonder how long we will be doing, maybe like 10-15 minutes more of Sin. And then we are done with this one, for now. I feel this is a really handy way for me to have like motivation to grind this account as well. Oh, I was supposed to do another skip on the main, I think. No, I didn't. I did it twice, okay. Good luck, Furby. Good luck. Cooldown, flat damage, sword. No, not really. I mean, I might be able to do like double proc voodoo. I should switch some stuff around. I initially had voodoo in here because it allowed me to double proc voodoo. It doesn't work right now because I got some cooldown items for pure reset, so someone else should probably be there instead of voodoo. Money farming guide. I would recommend just, I don't know what's your wave level. I would just recommend, instead of focusing on money farming, just focus on completing as many colonies as you can and just write that gold, because that gold will carry you for your first like million waves just through the colonies. But if you do need to farm gold, then I will link the playlist in the chat again. I would check the first video on that playlist and copy that build, and then use that and watch the ads after a wave while using it. Even though it's made for just below 1000 wave accounts, it can kind of work for farming gold or later game as well, in case you want to do it. I wouldn't really recommend doing that, but you do you. If you could make a hero or leader, what would it do? Well, many years ago I did submit an idea of a mechanic hero. That was before we had the mechanic leader in the game. But that hero, he was like a healer, like a castle repair hero. I don't know why I wanted that. Maybe I was dying to stuff, so I wanted more castle healing, regeneration. So the idea was like he was like a smith, kind of weaker version, but he also had like a robot bear for dealing damage as well. So that was the idea. I don't know if I would recommend that right now or submit that right now, but yeah, that was the idea I submitted like years ago. But yeah, Cheka, I just... the permanent poison cloud, like... like, why? Does the poison cloud affect units only when it's cast? Or if the cloud is up, does it hit someone who walks into the cloud, like spawns after you cast the poison cloud? So I think it only affects the units that are on the field once it's cast, like every other skill as well. 3% cooldown, crit chance. I mean, crit chance is not bad. What did I have for here? Oh, this is much better. But we can throw it all in here for the cooldown. There we go. As far as I'm concerned, you kind of want to just like instantaneous damage instead of like permanent poison cloud. If the poisonous cloud is up, well, in that case, you would kind of use Voodoo just for support without leveling it, I suppose. Because otherwise you are kind of just making him weaker to get that poison debuff. I don't think getting the poison debuff is that... Especially if you're running poison. You are applying that poison to everything basically anyway. You can have the poison cannon, you can have Sarah, you can have Succubus, you can have poison slingers even, if you don't reach the physical tree yet. So, again, it probably works somehow. I just feel like it would be more effective if you could instantly deal the damage from the poison. Yeah, I haven't tested that. Like, if the enemy walks into the poison, does it get the debuff? I'll take your word for it, though. I'll have to test it at some point myself. Not gonna test it with this build, because 2 seconds is quite too little for that kind of testing. +1 today, my age isn't funny anymore. Happy birthday, John, I suppose. What is your age now if it's not funny anymore? Welcome back, welcome back. Architect wasn't my idea, Hamsi. Architect wasn't my idea. I just submitted the mechanic hero. And then we got the mechanic leader, which does nothing of the same, so... That hurts. I even won something with that submission. It wasn't like a contest. I still didn't get the hero. So that is frustrating for sure. What was I supposed to be answering? I have an item with critical chance or damage line, but the second line is physical damage. Should I keep the item? Is it an S tier at least? If it's not, then I would just destroy it. Like, the physical line will be useless. If you have a hero that have no item, then that single line is better than having nothing. But the physical line, if you're running lightning build, or in this game, for example, poison build, the physical line is just useless. S tier. I mean, if you don't have an item for heroes that have like double critical lines or a critical and useful element, then you can keep it for now and just destroy it once you get a better one. But one line, one useful line is better than no useful lines. Yeah, Architect, no matter what, kinda. I remember people using Architect, I think, in back in the days. Can't really say how great it was. But at that point, basically everyone was just running full townhouse build anyway. So I guess it kinda made sense. Cool. I do have a couple of videos about like items, but those are mainly focused on the old physical summon meta. If you want more up-to-date information, I would recommend checking the Discord channel if you can use Discord. The link is just above your message. There's a Lightning Meta Guide channel in there. And in there you will find a list of like the best lines for each hero. And usually it's critical lines. But if you can't get double, triple critical items, then you can like fill those extra lines with something else. Like for example, elemental damage for the hero. So for lightning units, lightning damage, or poison units, poison damage, and so on, instead of a critical line or attack speed line. But usually just the critical lines will be the most optimal thing you can get. I think we have enough of these for now. Idle Kingdom Defense. What kind of a game is it? I guess it's an Idle Kingdom Defense kind of a game, but yeah. Yeah, I use BlueStacks emulator to play on PC. I have a video about that. I will link it in the chat for you as well, in case you want to check it out. Also goes through on how to set up hotkeys for the BlueStacks. Hey, Yukino? Yeah, no town archers in main. No town archers in main. That build is running the same old thingy. My monster lab? Sure. On this secondary account, Tony? I mean, this is a poison build, so everything is set to poison. With damage stun chance. Hammer. Let's turn into dust. I suppose, at least should be, yeah. So, I was initially running this even without town archers. So this was on crit chance, because there is no poison option for it. So I just set everything to poison because everyone was a poison damage dealer. In your lightning build, you should set everyone to lightning instead of poison. Just set them to the elemental that your main damage dealers do, really. Again, this one is also a critical chance because there is no option for poison for this unit. But everything else is just poison. The bosses are poison, the flying units are even poison. If you have a lightning hero that can hit flying monsters, then lightning is usually better for the flying ones, but everything is just on poison. Poison. Did I say poison already? On main account? Okay. The screen is quite small. In main account, I have everything on poison, except the flying enemies are on lightning. The two flying monsters and the flying zeppelin, because I have Zeus to kill the flying monsters. My main account is running poison lightning build, basically, with also Poseidon. So everything is on poison or lightning. I kind of wish that for this alt I also had like a proper phone that I could use to run this. I could actually maybe get somewhere with this account. Right now I'm just kind of letting it run on my PC when I don't do anything else important with my PC, so that's not 24/7, not even near 24/7, unfortunately. I guess I could dig up some very old phone and see if it can run this account and this game in general. Or maybe I'll just have to buy a new phone. A reason to get myself a new main phone so that I can turn the old main phone into a slave. George, I can think of it. I will not promise anything. It won't happen today. Anyway. If it happens. Wave build? Yukino, yeah, sure. I will do... I'm kind of done with Jin, anyway. I will do 3 more. One. Fire at XP sword. Aim. And 2. And 3. It's okay to ask. I mean, I appreciate people giving suggestions. I will not promise to make them, but I will take them into consideration that I might try at some point. Maybe I will Google some stuff, and maybe if I find it interesting, I might try. But it will be based on what I find interesting, if I find it interesting or not. Because if I play stuff, I want to play stuff that I enjoy playing, mainly. Breakdown of your dragon deck. Do you mean, again, on this alt account? Do you, like, the damage results look like this? Yeah, you know, you should have different deck for the different modes, but on this account, I've been lazy enough to not set up the other builds yet, so I've been just modifying the same build as we go right now. So surprise, surprise, the way build looks kind of same. I had paladins in here, but I suppose we will try it without the paladins right now. They shouldn't really be needed at this point, and DLA will just boost Sarah's attack speed a little bit, so that works, I suppose. Kashi, in 2025, I would recommend Lightning. Check this stream's description. There is a bunch of lightning guide videos in there. Those are the ones I would recommend for this at this point. It's been kind of nice, kind of like the meta for the past, what, 6 months since the last major update. So I suppose Lightning will stay as that for another 6 months at least. I don't really have any reason to believe there would be any nerfs. Is it bannable to have the same account on BlueStacks and as well as phone? I mean, you can switch between the devices, just save on the other and load on the other one, and you can do that freely. There's no limit on that. But you cannot run the game on 2 devices at the same time. You will get error. So you can do that, but you can just switch between the devices. Like, for example, right now, the main account, you can see over there, it's running on my PC. Once I go offline, I will just transfer it to my phone and wave on my phone instead. How do you make another account? I want to do a poison build. Either you use a different device and you just download the game, or you delete the game basically, download it on your device, and then when you have the basic game starting from wave 0, you just play that and save it on a different email than your main account. Just if you do delete the game data from your main device, just make sure you save up your main account so that you don't lose the data on that one. But those are basically your options. Roblox, it's not really my cup of tea, if you will. I've promised that one day I will play Minecraft on stream. Still don't know when that will happen. I've never played Minecraft in my life, so it might be a fun thing to try. Giants in waving. I wish we get some giants balance. I want to get them back. I want to get them back so much. But yeah, I've been promised to do that for a long time. I still don't have any date for when that will happen. But it will happen one day. Will it happen in 2025 or will it happen in 2035? I don't know. It will happen one day. That's what I know. So that's how the waves run currently on this account. We have quite a lot of gold. We could actually spend that as well. These are damage results right now. So Down Archers, Sagabas, and then the rest. Did you plan to bring in any other idle game? Possibly. I mean, I just kind of need to find something that I would enjoy playing. The visual outlook of the tower doesn't really interest me too much. I mean, I'm not saying it couldn't be a fun game, it's just how it looks. I kind of didn't find it that appealing to me. Is Ogre really helpful? Ogre is just to do crowd control, so Ogre is there to push the enemies back. So as a crowd control hero, Ogre can be really nice. He's not meant to be doing any damage. And for the question, should I use Succubus over Necromancer? The answer is no. Every single build you make should include the Necromancer in this game. Because the Necromancer deepens debuff to enemies. That's basically like, I don't know, a god mode, a hack mode in this game. Defense reduction gives you so much more damage that is almost even unfair. And if you are not having Necromancer in your build, you are losing out so much damage at that point. And Succubus is there to do damage, and Necromancer is there to buff everyone else, so they have completely different like use cases as a heroes. Yeah, games do shuffle the meta for people to try out different builds. It's true. I kind of wish trying different builds in these games would be a little bit more convenient, I suppose. Like, leveling up different units just for the sake of trying different build, it's kind of frustrating. It takes a lot of grind. And even in later game, even if you can use reset tickets, you can only get one reset ticket per week. And that is if you can get at least 100 red crystals per week. So it's really limited how many times you can like switch your builds in this game, which is, I find that stupid, to be honest. I don't really see a reason why we would be only able to get one reset ticket per week with red crystals. Why couldn't it at least be free reset ticket every week? Is it a red crystal? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, I don't really understand the idea behind limiting people's options on resetting and changing their build so much. It's just kind of, it almost feels like bullying. Like, okay, you want to change to different build because your build sucks. Well, sucks to be you. You can't switch your build because you have to farm for a month so that you can get reset tickets. How on earth does that make enjoyable gameplay? I don't know. Bone Dragon? No, Bone Dragon is not impossible, of course. For this wave level account, sure, it's impossible. Because it has 500,000 defense, so the difficulty rating is 500,000. On high level accounts, it's not impossible at all. Like my main account, kill Bone Dragon in seconds. Do you feel the game needs a new dragon or harder boss to beat or grind for? Definitely. I would like something else than dragon. I will take a new dragon as well. Like, if I try to do Bone Dragon on this account, I just insta-die. Let's do one beginner dungeon, just for the fun. But yeah, definitely something like harder to grind for the endgame players. I guess there's not that many endgame players. But yeah, definitely something harder would be a really nice thing to have. Can we craft? No, we cannot. Fun. Maybe a new thing to farm? Yeah, something like that. Like something, preferably a harder boss. I mean, a lot of people probably would like something easier so that they could actually also farm it. So my opinion is biased because I am in very late game, so I would like to have something more difficult to farm. But maybe we could have both. Like a lower version to drop stuff with a lower percentage and a more difficult version for the endgame players. Definitely something new, because the game is just so stale. There's nothing. People always ask when is end game, when is mid game, when is basically end game can be at 1 to 2 million waves. If you can get your DH4, the highest level Devil Horn Gold auto battle running, you are basically in end game. After that, there's nothing. It's just more of the same. So it's just the same. Maybe things get a little bit faster, you get a little bit stronger, but there's nothing new for you. At like after 2 million waves or so, nothing really changes. You get a couple of more skill points, you get a couple of better items, so you can get like a little bit more waves in per hour and so on and so on. But there's really nothing in the end game. Yes, for this game, the best change when it comes to meta would be a transition phase. Yeah, I mean, that kind of would have been great when physical summon was just nerfed to ground. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people struggled. I know a lot of people struggled because it's just bang, your build is nerfed. You can change builds. What now? Well, bang, you're screwed. Farm for a week for more gold so that you can switch builds. Good luck. Well, the people who are in later game, they would get free reset tickets, so it's easier for them to switch builds. But if you're in mid game, you don't get the benefit from those either, so it's really frustrating to switch build at that point. Still grinding on main account while grinding on alt account. It's just running 2 instances of BlueStacks, so I'm having 2 BlueStacks on the PC. I guess we can go back to this one for a change as well if you want to see the bigger screen version of the main the alt account. I use DaVinci Resolve, Josie. I will type it in the chat. It's like it has a free version and a paid version. I have the free version and it is absolutely crazy how good it is. It has so many features. I probably don't even know how to use like half of them. It's okay to go only lightning build or poison and lightning like your main. I'm asking for early game like 5000 plus. Cool, I would go just full lightning. I would go just check the lightning free auto battle build video on my channel or in the description. I would really recommend that one. I haven't even played and I still agree with you 100%. I like how Mabel story changed and now there is a boss that almost can't be killed. Even top 5 players make a party and struggle. Yeah, exactly. Like, give people something new. Something worth like grinding for. Even if it's just for the sake of grinding your account so you can actually beat something like that. Like, it would be even a relatively easy content anyway. If the developer wants to be great, like super lazy, he could just like give us like the like a crystal dragon or something like that. Just make it a bone dragon sprite and change it to blue, call it the crystal dragon, give it 10 times the difficulty and give it just a higher drop rate for E items, and people would grind that. So even just that would be a fresh change, and that would be, with my knowledge of coding, that would probably take him like what, 15 minutes to create. George, I won't be playing anything else right now. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, my main account and Furby also, we are in the Sayonara Guild family. This alt account is in Hammy's Guild, which probably is recruiting as well for those who might wanna join. You just have to ping Hammy in my Discord server and you will maybe get in. He manages, so this is the Hammy's Guild. It's full, but you can always ask. But yeah, my main is in Sayonara. A lot of people in the chat right now are from the Sayonara as well. There's just so many Sayonara guilds. So my main account is in here currently, as you can see. New video on wave 0 to 100,000 in 15 days. I've been thinking about that, just haven't really been something I have wanted to go through just yet. I'm gonna grind a couple of more of those these colonies, and then we can do something else. I have a bunch of red dust on my main account. Do you want to see some crafting in a moment? I'm pretty sure we could craft the 6 items or so. E-items. If you only want to stay for a month, I would not recommend applying for Sayonara Josie. In that case, you could ask Hammy's Guild or someone else, or check the Crow Castle Reddit Discord server for guilds. I feel we have made some decent progress for this account today. I'm really glad I decided to do this. Yeah, Sayonara kinda requires you to be active and like constantly waving, so if that's not for you, at least for yet, then it's probably better to just look something else with the lower requirements for now. And if you feel like later on going like more active, being able to go like more towards 24/7 activity, then you can of course apply, and we are always recruiting. Well, I'm not. I'm just chilling. But the people who are recruiting are recruiting. Yeah, Ziri, I agree. Probably like 15 minutes and a few testings for no bugs and it's done. It's well, it is what it is, I guess. I just fear that once we get an update, finally... Okay, we were supposed to get beta before the end of this month. As far as I'm concerned, it's the last day of this month, and I don't see beta available, so I think that was a lie. But I'm just afraid that once we eventually get the new update, it will be like, oh, Golem Master will have a new skill. Good luck. Like, my expectations are not very high for the next update, but I'm afraid I will still be let down. How many updates left? That's a weird question. How can we ever know? Not really that fully dedicated to Crow Castle, but if I do, it's mostly happening on weekends and with motivation. And that's good. I mean, if you enjoy playing it, and that's when you can and mostly enjoy playing it, that's a good way for you to play. And there's definitely going to be guilds that are suitable for you in that case. So again, I would recommend checking the guild recruitment channel in the Crow Castle Reddit Discord server. You can also join my server and ask if anyone have guilds where there's room. There might be someone who wants you to join them. You never know. I don't really have a recruitment channel on my Discord server. It's not really something I wanna have really. Make Dean great again. We'll see. We'll see. Is poison better than lightning late game? Depends on your items, really. It can be, but the variation, like the combination of both, is most likely the best. Combination of poison and lightning is something you kind of want to go for. Should I focus on leveling heroes or archers? You can level down archers. I would just recommend stop leveling them once they reach level 10,000. Unless you really want to go with the down archer build. And then just fully focus on heroes. But you can only focus on heroes as well. And that will work. Just fine as well. Hey Ben. Glad to have you here. 2 million waves, congratulations. That is not a small milestone. That is awesome. Let's go. Yeah, this is a new account. Just a fun alt account. Relay, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you have found them helpful. I'm gonna finish the colonies that are not in their inner circle, where the final colonies are in this map. And then we will do some crafting on my main account. Does that sound good? Does it sound good to you, my friends? Or do you have different opinions? I'm dying. Actually, I have to concentrate a little bit on these. So there's like 6 left. Casting Voodoo when there's no enemies around is kind of a clown move, but okay. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you. This alt is on 15,000 waves. I saw a wave again before we switch the other account. I'll just finish these 5 colonies first. I should have like the altar or sword or something for these. It would speed up the clear time a little bit. It's fine, I guess. We only have to complete this once anyway. How many usable items I've gotten since the first 3x ad I did? You get 1 CD hammer. That's it. Poison build is easy now. I mean, it can work. It's not as great. It's not nearly as great as lightning build for early games. So I wouldn't recommend this. I will say it again. I probably haven't said it enough, but I would recommend the lightning build instead. This is like a fun change for me to try something else. A windy accessory? Do you use windy? I have actually have windy in my main account colony build. Video about that will be out later today or tomorrow morning. Ding ding. When you stream or make a video, do you ever receive donation? A couple of times. Always highly appreciate every single one. I don't really like. I don't want to go and ask around for those. I mean, there's been a couple of donations for sure, and absolutely loved all of those. Appreciate them a lot. Just I'm just glad you are in here. That's enough. Yeah, I live in Finland. In central Finland, to be exact. I mean, Poseidon is working quite nicely for my main. I still wouldn't really recommend the build for most. It is harder to run that Lightning Poison and it requires more skill points. Was that the last one? Yeah, okay. I guess this is a decent progress. I still have to finish these, but okay. Town Archers are now decently more powerful than what they were before. So let's switch back to... So this is the treasure set I would recommend for your waving. Always in your free auto battle build. If you really cannot win with full, like both colony boosting treasures, then you can replace the whip with Power Claw. Otherwise, just go with this so then you can maximize your cooldown from the colonies. I also should like level these up. I'm this lazy. I started and I just kinda didn't wanna go through with it. I'm gonna take a quick pee break. So a couple of waves on this account and then we will do some crafting on my main. I should have enough dust for at least 6 crafts, I believe. So one moment, is there something I need to answer right now? Yeah, Poseidon is damage. I'll show that. I'll show my main wave build in a moment as well. In like 3 minutes. Okay? Behave. One moment. By the way, if you wanna see any more of this account in the future, make sure to like the stream. Just slowly losing my mind. I got myself some soda as well. The pineapple sugar-free soda. Okay, I was gonna be super sneaky and I'm gonna go the other side of the camera and come from there instead. It kind of failed, so... You saw nothing. Let's level some stuff and then I will leave this account running. $100 levels there. A little bit levels in there. A little bit levels in there, and I suppose we can also level up Voodoo as well. There we go. We don't have any left for the castle. That sucks. It is what it is, though. Did I miss something important? I don't think so. If I load the game, it load. You don't load. You just, if you want to use the same device, save your game to make sure it's saved. Your main account is saved. Then delete the game. Make sure the game is deleted and all the data is cleared. Then just re-download the game. And when you start the game, you should have the empty account screen when you start, right? Like a zero wave account, and then just keep on playing with that. Don't load your game, just keep on playing on that, and eventually save that on a different email. Okay, I'm gonna set this to waving. Stupid 3x game speed ads are not working. Let's where's my main? Let's switch to the main if we can. By the way, I should have a thing called emote wall active on the stream. On the stream, can someone just post random emote, like only emotes? And does it work on YouTube or is it a Twitch only thing? I just added in there just to see if it works, but I haven't been paying any attention. I don't know if it works with only Twitch. Well, that's not an emotes, or does it work with other emotes? I don't think I see anything on screen, so I guess it doesn't work. Well, that sucks. That's a bummer. Where is the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? Where's the game? There we go. Hey, Athoy. Okay, let's cut this Downarcher poison crap and let's go to the good stuff. Just heads up, when you start a new game, you cannot instantly save. So you have to get to like, I don't remember, maybe 100 waves or so. Maybe even more. And then you can save your game. It could be 200 as well. I don't remember what is the cutoff point, but you cannot save like a wave level 1 account. It won't. It will give you an error. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How are you doing? So let's craft. This is my main account. My main account's wave build right now. And the battle results, Furby, if you are in here, it looks like this, in case you were wondering about the Poseidon. Yum 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 yum. Alrighty. I have way too many windows open again. You go there. There we go. DC IQ staff coming right up. Haven't slept all night, and I need to go out in 3 hours anyway. Oh, that's kind of yikes. I wish you survive. Just try to survive, dude. I want to join your Discord, but I can't register, and I have filled everything. Any help on that? I mean, if you cannot create a Discord account, I don't know what could be causing that. Maybe your country could potentially be not allowing Discord to be used or something like that. I don't really know how to help with that. Otherwise, if you have an account for your Discord, you should be able to just freely join by clicking the link. There shouldn't be any issues. Oh. We'll skill level +1 bow with the first craft. Sadly, not the double cooldown. Yes, I will keep this. So this is kind of stuff you can stack in your Helmut build, for example, for Dark Hunter and stuff like that. So let's keep it. Not a bad start for the crafting. This one, on the other hand, area skill damage on bow is completely useless. There's no one who can use that. Destroy. Most OP item I ever crafted. I have, if you count, I don't remember what I got from crafting and what I got from drops, but I can show you a couple in one moment. Yeah, the HP increase. Did I answer that one? HP increases as you level up. Yes. This one is bad. Another cooldown skill level +1 bow. Okay. I don't need this. But alright. I'm gonna destroy this one. So many bows. Give me a staff. I need a DC IQ staff, not these. Okay, it's not a terrible bow. Crit chance, lightning damage, boss damage. This is a DLA boss damage bow, basically. Just that the physics master skill level is useless, so I'm not gonna be keeping this one either. It has 3 great lines for Dark Lightning Archer, so you could keep it if you got this. Stun, chain lightning, crit chance skill. Again, this is not also really great. Wow. Okay, if you haven't played this, then probably, I don't know if they will really mean that much to you, but this is one of the best items by far that I have ever got. Triple critical with cooldown skill level +1, filled with the best, basically, runes for this set. So this is one of the items I'm most proud of. And another one... Well, another one basically is my old Giant's Sword. So this one is also incredibly great. Both of the critical chance lines are on max roll, and they are increased by +23%. So it's an insanely good giant item. The only issue is that giants were nerfed, so they are not useful anymore. They are not great for damage, so it kind of sucks. But those are the 2 best weapons, definitely, that I have. Yeah, you get items from either hunting dragons or from crafting them. Yeah, the hammer is wonderful. I have other triple critical items as well. They just don't have cooldown skill level +1 lines. I could use a massage. Oh boy. I feel like there's 0 blood flowing through my shoulders. Karl, are you still here? Were you able to do it? I didn't check Discord yet. Or do you still get some errors? Hey Dad, welcome. How you doing? Based on the next update, they will give E-item on every 10k waves. Well, technically you kinda can get them every 10k waves if you're at my level. Does +1 arrow nodes work on Sarah? Yes, they do. The normal attack node should work, and also the strafe node. The strafe node is the important one. Good morning, Calypso. Finally, you're awake. We were worried you will never get up. Just kidding. How did you sleep? How was your night? Yes, Furby. There you go. Terrible? How come? Would the nodes be optimal though? Do nodes or +1 arrow items? I mean, I will show Furby the items in a moment. Basically, this one gives you +1 arrow for the strafe, and this just doubles your Sarah damage basically. So this is the thing you definitely want. This one will give you +1 arrow for the normal attack, so when she's not using strafe, and you kinda wanna try to get that strafe to be up 100% of the time is possible, or at least close to 100% of the time. And if strafe is up 100% of the time, then this node is completely useless for Sarah. So currently my Poseidon is running double proc items. So I have a double cooldown hammer in here, and I have a double cooldown crit chance accessory in here. Yeah, Sarah, well, she can deal damage to bosses. She just doesn't do that well against waves because she's not a mob killer. So in many cases, running the poison lightning variation where you run Thor as a leader is usually better because you just get more damage. Furby, don't. This is harder to run than what I ran before, which was lightning plus succubus. But again, you do run poison. You kind of run weird build anyway. But I wouldn't, because you're also losing one. You can't feed a healer in this build. If you want to run a full gold build, there's no room for a healer, for example, in this build. So running this build is just gonna be harder than running. Like when I was running lightning poison, I had like one slot where I could run healer if needed, or a witch or a bishop or paladins or whatever was needed, or military band female if I were using time out of battle. In this build, you don't have that slot, so it kinda sucks. To be honest, it sucks a little bit because you have one slot less for your units that you might need. Yeah, I would definitely say that the lightning build with succubus should be the one that I would recommend going after. What are ways you lowered red mates? Do you mean the pure wizard? This dude over here? Basically, well, cooldown items and a lot of cooldown skill level +1 lines for the build. So it's a long grinding process to get those. So basically, to have this cooldown on pure wizard, I have a double cooldown staff with a very nice rolls, and then I have a double cooldown accessory with item quality line. So these are not so great rolls, But it's better than a max L tier item, so yeah. And then I have 27 cooldown skill level +1 lines on the items and 1 orb, 1 rune in the build, so that's what it takes. Missing the last stream, I got drunk. Okay, understandable. Understandable reason. I will I will forgive you. Welcome. At 120k waves, I would recommend staying at lightning. If you want to do the effective way, if you want to just do, I don't know, you find something more fun than using the meta build, then sure, but it would be more effective to just stay at lightning. How many cooldown lines do you need to run DH3? Furby, how many cooldown lines do you have right now? If I want to try Poseidon, I need to drop Goblin, then because no more skill points. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Goblin is kinda same as Poseidon. They kinda do a similar job. Do your Goblin do boss damage? Goblin should be easier to run. True. But also more mana heavy. Like, at this point, Poseidon uses 0 mana, so that's also kinda handy. Three to 8%, something at least. But yeah, they kinda have similar roles, and you wouldn't have any slots to fill in both, anyway. Maybe we'll try Goblin as well at some point. I just wanted to be a little bit different. I didn't want to copy you. You want to copy your homework completely. My MP doesn't run out because I have at the worm with the mirror, so I have 2 worms, and every time the worms deal damage to enemies, they regenerate MP for me. So that boosts the MP regeneration. But yeah, you are also using TA, that's a good point. 10 CDE is pretty stable for Lightning, DH3, 3 out of 3. Yeah, okay. There we go. It kinda also a little bit depends how great your Puricide items are, for example. Like, let's say you have max rolls on both items, you need like 1 or 2 CDEs less, probably, than if you have really, really bad lines on Puricide items. Yeah, I don't know, Calypso, for you, like, would Goblin or Poseidon give you more value? I don't know about, like, for example, Infinite Colony. Would you get more value out of Poseidon? I don't know. Goblin does great damage in Infinite Colony, right? So it might be really tied. Hey, Richon, how you doing? Yeah, this is my main. We switched from my alt account to my main right now. So anyone who wants to see the early game account that's promised in the title and in the thumbnail and so on, just check the earlier parts of the stream. There's a lot of that in there. Oh yeah, true. That's a good point. Goblin is cheaper to run. My Poseidon is running almost at 0.05 ratio, and for Goblin you will run 0.03 or less. So it's a lot cheaper, for sure. For sure, for sure. Hey Huangli, sorry I almost missed you. How are you doing? Well, welcome. Let's do a skip. Skip. I could have manually played the skip. That should have been easy. I'll do the next one. Must be fun doing +5 with ease. I can't complain. I can't complain. That's for sure. I cannot complain. it just shows that you can kind of get there if you put in the effort of farming. Like, I have farmed quite a lot in this game. There's people who have farmed more than me, Calypso for example. And it just shows that you actually get some value out of that farming. That you can get your bills to run, well, easily, or however you want to describe it. And fast as well. My infinite colony is currently 90.5 million defense. So I recorded a video doing this on my account using the infinite colony build, and then I just pushed the infinite colony a little bit further. But the build, the runs, everything is on a video. The video is ready. It will be out later today, or then it will be out tomorrow morning-ish, if not today evening. Anyway, in the next 24 hours it will be out. Yeah, the early poison build, it is in here. Let's see. There we go. Poison build, infinite colony. Well, yeah, my main account build runs poison plus Poseidon. And just spoilers, Poseidon is absolutely cracked in infinite colony for this build, so you will see. You will see. Yeah, Richard, this is it's also my alt account, my newest alt account with a poison town archer build basically. For no reason really, just for the fun, I suppose. Yeah, well, Poseidon does require... I mean, my main build does require quite a lot of gold as well, because you kind of have 5 damage dealers. Which is kind of maybe suboptimal. Yeah, definitely trying Goblin instead of Poseidon could be an option if you have enough. Calypso, how many skill points do you need for your build? But you do run Town Archer as well, so it's a little bit different. But how many builds do you? How many builds? How many skill points do you need to run Goblin? 27? Hey, Orvox. The gambler is here. How long have you been gambling? You just came, right? Because I haven't seen you before. That means I have to stop the stream soon, so you don't get to gamble too much. $27 CDE. But how many skill points? Can I use Hunter instead of Zeus? The alt didn't have Zeus, it had Hunter. But yeah, you can kind of use either. I haven't been here for a good while. Yeah. Always so busy when I stream. Like, who has real life duties? Am I right? Just kidding. Welcome. I wish you good gambling luck. But you're on cooldown, dude. You have to cool down. 170, 180 skill points for Goblin. Well, if you want everything. Assuming you have Sword Node and Fire attack speed, you would need at least 12 skill points more. Just to have a Goblin. So basically, you kind of have to sacrifice Ice Tree, I suppose, at that point, if you don't have a lot of points. But yeah, it does require a lot of points. Video on new top 1 player, do you think you could do his account review? I would love to, Zombo. I would love to. For sure. And I'm sure a lot of people would be super interested in seeing that. I just don't think it's gonna be possible. Okay. Telp, I will show you. I will show you everything, my friend. Was that a horrible wave? I wasn't really paying too much attention. It's also 2 games running on the stream, so it's a little bit laggy. So, normal. Analyze. Something like this. And you want to see boss as well. So here's boss from one wave. Here's boss from another wave. Third one. And wow, that's a horrible for Poseidon. You wanna see something more, Tenelp? I'm also almost done with the soda, what? Getting more content? Started yesterday to play this game, I'm loving it. That sounds good. Is it good to do Hanaka build when I start, or should I start with something else? Pato, I definitely would not recommend the Hanako build. That's just something I would really not recommend for anyone. I would recommend the free auto battle lightning build for you. I will link the playlist in the chat. And there's the first 2 videos about the wave builds. I would recommend checking those. And that should get you really going with the most effective way. If you want to use the most effective way to get yourself started. So that's what I would recommend. Yeah, 5 damage deals is kinda crazy. If you have lower gold, then you probably would have to reset Dark Lightning Archer and just make her level 10k. But since I do have that gold, I can do it. Poseidon for me at 0.03 is my top damage dealer. Zeus is 0.65. What else do you run? Do you run like full lightning, or who else do you run? Yeah, my Poseidon, like, I guess because Succubus is just so cracked. She kinda just steals so much damage out from everyone else. But he can do like 10 to 15%, I suppose. I only have one. Well, there's a good way for Poseidon, probably bad way for everyone else. Only have one boss damage rune though on Poseidon. I have gold damage in here because I figured, like, well, I do want him to deal a lot of damage to normal monsters, but I also wanna just like be able to do infinite colony as well. And I suppose boss damage runes are not really that helpful in Infinite Colony, and cold damage should at least help a little bit. So I guess you could switch those to boss damage as well if you really want to go fully in waving. Nerf Succubus, I mean, it wouldn't even be unfair, to be honest. Well, she is the highest level, so sure. Sorry, Rox. Sorry. I totally did not forget to show the items. I just want to show one wave before that. So here's the hammer. The double cooldown hammer. Got it. And here is the bracelet. It's a double cooldown bracelet. With crit chance. This is my old Pure Wizard item, actually. I had to remove the runes for it. So, double proc, 5.6 seconds cooldown versus 6 seconds on Pure Wizard. You also have that as a CDE. I will disable your gamble. I wish I also had those as a CDE. The worst hero overall. Right now, I guess Architect probably has the least uses. Out of everyone, probably. Because it kind of sucks because, for example, like, if Architect Wall could stop bosses, it could actually be somewhat useful, I suppose. But since they just jump over the wall, it's just kind of useless. What are your goblin items, Calypso? Succubus, Poseidon, Thor, Zeus, DA. Interesting. Do you have like superb item? Did you double proc? Tenol? Poseidon? I forgot already. $100 million. Damn. That's a gambler. I wonder who rigged the odds into your favor. Who is responsible for that? Oh yeah, you had those super amazing items. Yeah. I'm glad I have the critical chance line on my access. So the attack speed line is kinda not doing that much on my weapon. This is what it is. Okay, can we manual this? Like, we should be able to manual this, no issues. Because plus 30 is just so easy. There we go. Victory! And a horrible ad. How does the gold compare? 6.7 versus around 6. Okay, it's a little bit more gold because of the bonus gold from the perfect win skill, which is completely useless. Oops. Built different. Wow. What a humble gambler you are. Gambler. Decentralize mainly because in your early game you might be able to use the higher level horns because every unit is so your levels are so inflated in the early game. That just won't really, you can't keep that up, and you will just your heroes will just fall off in terms of their levels, and you will be struggling as you are struggling right now. What makes you able to do those higher level devil horns is not just the level of your units, but it's more actually about your items. So to be able to do Devil Horn 3, which is the second highest level possible, you will actually need to have pretty good items. Apart from just being able to do a little bit of that in early game because of the inflated races, but to be able to consistently stay at that level, you will have to have items that are L and E tier. And at that wave level, you just don't have access to L and E tier items. At mostly, you have access to S tier items. Maybe you have been able to get like one L tier item or so, depending how you have been playing. So that's why it would be recommended to just go with the first level. Build up your account, build up those waves, get those skill points, get to the level where you can farm Legendary Dragon. And once you get those items, then you can switch your build to use the higher level Devil Horns. It's just, like, even if you can, again, temporarily just do it right now, you will just hit a wall. You can't keep it up forever without those items. Skill points also do help a lot, so also getting higher wave level gets you more skill points, so that also helps. Thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate it. I wish you have a wonderful weekend. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I can't pin them. That's stupid. I can only give them a heart and a like. A like and a heart. Thank you. Hello, Sam. Welcome. How are you doing, Dan? My gold power is a little bit below 19. It's like 18.7 or something like that. I've been saving a bit of tab. I should burn a little bit, get a little bit more gold. I think it's like 18.7 approximately. How much waves you do like in a month? Every 5 days I do something like 85 to 95,000 waves. Depends how much I spend time like farming and doing colonies or hell mode and stuff like that. But probably on average closer to 90,000 for every 5 days. So that's in a month. That's 500 something thousand. Pretty good waves per hour for 18 GB. Thank you. I mean, I like it. It's the same that what I had with Lighting plus Succubus, I believe. Well, I'm satisfied. I don't really... Okay, it would be nice to get consistent 800 and 805s, but... I'm satisfied with this one. What was I supposed to do? I had some thought in my mind. I forgot. Alrighty. DCD IQ, yeah, that does help. Even though it's pretty bad DCD IQ. But 6 seconds pure wizard. It helps. Again, there's things to improve in the build for sure. Items to improve in the build. I wish you get one. I also need one. Or two. Oh, that was a laggy wave. Damn. Hey, Dono, that's right. You missed it. Let's go. How does it show in your screens in the stream? And why does this always go to the top chat? I want it to be on live chat option. Ninja Crocus only got +2 chain lightning accessory with 2 users. Like, do I take this over a double crit damage S lines? Are the other lines completely useless? Do you have +2 chain for your weapon? Rogelio? I think it's probably worth it, but it's definitely worth to try, because it might be pretty close. What are you waiting to reset, Tenol? Okay, we come back to the point where I don't understand why switching build is so needlessly complicated in this game. Do you agree? It's stupid we'd only get 1 reset ticket if we can get 100 red crystals. What is the point? Give me a reason. What is the reason for that? Other than the developer being lazy and doesn't want us to do anything. And just like to make things hard for us. For no reason. Yeah, Manuel, like 300,000-ish. I would just recommend stop leveling them at level 10,000 and just figure it out as you go. But like at 200,000 waves, if they are level 10,000, they are still 0.05 ratio, which is extremely high for 400 hours, so... does Dark Skeleton Mimic promotion is the same as DLA or DPM? It is the same strafe ability. It's just the Dark Skeleton version is a bit weaker, I suppose. But they cannot be used at the same time, so you can't have Dark Lightning Archer and Dark Skeleton with that promotion anyway, which kinda makes it also pretty useless. Does anyone really use the Dark Skeleton strafe? If I register on Discord and lie about my age, would that affect me? I can't really give you advice on something like that. All I can say is, you shouldn't lie. Then on the other hand, if you don't tell anyone, will anyone know? At least don't tell it on live chat. Should I give my best items to Pure Wizard or Necromancer? Pure Wizard in a way that you can make no. Basically Necromancer, because you want Necromancer to be lower than Pure Wizard's cooldown. But as good, as low Pure Wizard as you can get while having Necromancer below it. What is this song? Gladys Magnaye, hello, welcome, how are you doing? Poseidon items, Sir Wintai. They are double cooldown on both, but I will show them. I also do show them in the next video, which will be out again in the next 24 hours. So here is the hammer. And here is the accessory. Item with 2 critical damage and 1 critical chance. What kind of an item is it, Wintai? Is it an accessory or a weapon? The Dark Skeleton, where's Dark Skeleton? Dark Skeleton Strafe doesn't have the 100% damage for bosses like Dark Bowmaster has, so that's a minus already for the Strafe. For 40k plus, I would recommend, yeah, as Furby said, I would recommend Lightning. The Lightning playlist is in the chat right now. Why not do another manual? We took a little bit of damage, I think, so not the perfect win. Boom. Yeah, it's not usually worth it to do that. Like, Dark Skeleton is usually just used for boosting Town Archers, or in some cases, boosting the crit chance of your heroes. But mainly for Town Archers boosting, not for the strafe. What wave am I supposed to beat the legendary dragon? I would say 60,000 or so. It really depends on a lot of things. You can do it on very early game if you really focus on farming and leveling stuff, but it's not really worth it to go with that. So I would say like 60,000 waves is probably somewhere around the first kills. If you just keep on going like normally. But farming level is like 100,000 waves or so. Did you plan on beating a #1 player in waves? Unless he quits and doesn't play for years, there's absolutely zero chance I can do that. And also, everyone else before who are above me do that as well. Why don't you just use the power saving mode while using autopilot? What is an eco mode? I do, if you mean power saving mode, if you mean this one, then yeah, I usually have this one on when I'm just having the game run on background. Right now, this is probably not really enjoyable for you to see, so that's why I'm not using it right now. Eco mode. What is an eco mode? Do you mean this one? As an eco mode, this one? The middle? If you mean this one, it allows you to just replay waves that you have previously completed. So I could play a wave that's on like 6.6 million waves. But you won't be progressing. It's just completely meaningless to do that. There's no really reason to do that. Or if you mean eco mode, which is in the BlueStack settings, then that just lowers your FPS, right? So that's a bad thing. Anything that makes you run on lower FPS for this game just makes it worse. Sweetbee is not in Underdog anymore. Did you have any? I think he just kind of wants to retire. I don't know why he's doing like single waves. Doesn't really make any sense. I don't know. Yes, +1 arrow can appear on L items. Yes, on L and E items, you're gonna get that line. Mr. Serial, good luck. Good luck with your grind. Anything good so far? Hail Snitch, how are you doing? Great to see you around as well. Airbox, what is this? You're gonna go and stop gambling before I stop? Wow. Wow. Well, enjoy your weekend, okay? If you don't want to gamble, okay, fine. Fine, I'm not gonna force you. Have a nice weekend, dude. I started to play originally like, what, 2017? Then I had like a long break. I came back in 2023, February. So after that, I've been playing like 2 years. Stephens, no, Succubus won't be great without the poison skill tree. It will be very, very weak. There will just be like more usable options at that point. Hey Mark, appreciate it, appreciate it. I'm glad you found it helpful. Having problem defeating Sin, yeah. I would always when people ask about Sin, I will just say that get your main damage dealers to level 1000 or a bit above 1000 and then start worrying about Sin. There is a video especially for Sin in my Lightning build videos. It is linked in the description of this stream, and it's also in the playlist that I linked in the chat right now. So I also recommend checking it out. Hey Matt Hawk, how are you doing? Of course you won. Wow. Okay, you can go now, Airbox. You can go. You are allowed to go. Have a nice weekend, dude. I guess it's pretty nice with Lightning Tower at 1000 and other damage dealers at 500. Yeah, there you go as well. You can do it on lower levels. I just kind of say the 1000 for the main damage dealers just to be like it's gonna be pretty fast to kill Sin at that point, and you don't really have to worry about like struggle anymore. So just kind of have a little bit patience, just wave a little bit and level your units, and then start absolutely massacring the Sin. For Succubus, you want the Sharp Nails promotion, which is the right side promotion. So this one. Yeah, for the crit damage, yes. I was supposed to answer something. Oh yeah, best hero leader at killing bosses besides Succubus, Sarah, DLA, and DBM. Zeus, if level, does pretty decent damage to bosses. Witchet, and like stuff like leaders like the Skeleton King can be really great at boss damage. I just wouldn't really take him just for that reason. But he can be strong, for example. Bron made a video about that. It's on his channel, if you want to check it out. I think it's the latest video on his channel. Lightning Tower, the Thunder Tower, the Lightning Tower, they are great in early game. I would just recommend getting them to level 10,000. They will fall off after a while, and then they won't be that great. Can we get... No, we cannot. I was wondering if we could get Succubus to 600,000 levels. We don't have enough gold for that. Damn. Damn it. Yeah, he can be strong. Just doesn't really fit in the meta builds, I suppose. So not something I would really highly recommend going after. But for me, for example, like Zeus does very good boss damage as well. There was supposed to be beta. I don't know where it is. Maybe it's in next year then. Can you use Thanos to build in alt account? Maybe. Saruncorn. Actually, I do have an account like that. did some stuff with that account in the beginning of the stream, or for the first few hours of the stream. You can rewind the stream and watch from the beginning if you want to. There's an early game account with Poison and Taunatius in there. And I will also probably make some more content about that if you guys want to see it, if you find it interesting, and if I can bother keep on playing that account. Of course, my main interest is my main account. Well, if you go like full ice, then in that case, probably you could try Skeleton King. Who confirmed what? There will be an update, yes, but we don't know about the dates. And we don't even know about the contents. Started this game 2 days ago, around 6,300 waves. Do I just keep auto-waving? Basically, yeah. I mean, just keep on going. You are doing wonderful if you are just auto-battling right now. Focus on completing the first world colonies, if you haven't done so already. But other than that, just keep on waving. Just keep on going. Just wave, wave, wave. Do some colonies every day and just keep on waving for now. Like your main milestone is to complete the first world colonies as soon as possible. There's a video about that in the description for Lightning Build. After that, your second main goal will be completing the third world colonies, the Orc colonies. That will take quite a while because there's quite difficult ones in there. And then the third milestone will be to get really fast, let's say, dragon farming levels. Like in between those, you just kind of keep on waving. If you don't equip Tony, you can get more white crystals if you have the crystal bundle treasure equipped. So Tony increases the maximum amount of white crystals you can get, and this one also, this treasure as well. Oh, the poison base is doing absolutely crazy damage. Damn. Well, I think it's time for me to go and get something to eat before I have to get going. You do need to equip it. You do need to equip it. Otherwise, the max amount of white crystals you can get is 60. That will temporarily increase it by plus 20. If you want to get orange crystals, then you have to gain crystals from strange boxes or the daily reward system, like the plus 20 crystals, while you are holding max amount of white crystals. Then they will go to the orange amount. Do I have a video about that? I mean, I have a video about that, but do I have a command for it? I don't remember. I guess not. I'll have to make that. Alrighty. I'm gonna go. Thank you very much for watching. In case you are not there yet, I invite you all to join my Discord. The link is in the chat. The link is in the description. The link is in the description of pretty much all of my videos. See you in there. See you in the next stream. See you in the next video, which again will be out in the next 24 hours or so. I wish you have a great, wonderful weekend. Go crazy. Enjoy your life. Sleep well and just have fun. Thank you. Bye bye. Boom. Wow. I'm invisible.